working to connect a region of over 600 cultural bridges between our lands.
Hello, I'm Alma Angeles. Welcome to Asean Infocus. We're coming to you live from Manila in Thailand. Hello, Crystal.
Hi, Alma, and to all our viewers. Yes, I am Crystal Mapa of EBC Thailand Bureau, and we're bringing you the news in the dynamic Asean region.
And today we'll find out how the New Year celebration has been affected or scaled back amid the Omicron surge. We have a report from the different bureaus of the ASEAN region. Take a look. And let's find out how the New Year celebrations has been scaled back and affected amid the Omicron surge. We start off in Thailand, where COVID measures are in place for Phuket's New Year countdown or New Year countdown. Gladys Pinuela joins us live. Hello, Gladys.
Hello, Alma. Alma here in Phuket in amazing Thailand Countdown 2022 event tonight in Phuket. Around 3,000 antigen kits or test kits will be distributed for those who will attend the countdown. This move is to prevent the spread of COVID-19 as well as the new variant Omicron. Phuket Deputy Governor Pichet Panapong said that this event will feature performances by prominent artists like Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli, so a large number of tourists will be expected to arrive. 10 Thai artists will also perform at the event, which will start at 8 o'clock in the evening. That will include a spectacular fireworks display. Governor Pichet also said that only those fully vaccinated following the antigen test will be allowed to witness the event. He also added that a separate area will be allocated for someone who will get a positive ATK result and for those who need RT-PCR recheck at a hospital. Phuket Governor Narongwin Chu stated that around 113,459 visitors have entered Phuket in the last 2 months. He also added that around 3,079 international visitors and 34 Thai nationals just arrived on Tuesday. Narong explained that visitors who will come to Phuket will undergo a COVID-19 test twice upon arrival, and that is one at the airport and the other test at a certified Shop Plus hotel accommodation. Hotel operators were instructed to be vigilant to avoid virus transmission while celebrating the countdown. Back to you, Alma.
Thank you very much, Gladys. I hope you have a very good New Year over there and stay safe. Happy New Year.
You too, Alma. Happy New Year. And from Thailand, this is Gladys Pinuela reporting. We live in interesting times.
And as mobility and travel increase this holiday season, Thailand is also seeing a rise in the more transmissible Omicron variant cases. Here's Veronica Carino to give us more. Hi, Veronica.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, Crystal. 943 Omicron infections have been recorded since November 1, according to Ministry of Public Health. According to Dr. Supakit Sirilak, Director General of the Department of Medical Sciences, 577 or 62% were international arrivals, while 357 or 38% were local transmissions. Omicron cases increased to 194 on just a single day alone. He also added, as international travel to Thailand slows, the number of local transmission is now higher than the number of infections detected among foreign arrivals. On Thursday, Dr. Chawetsan Namwat, Director of the Department of Disease Control's Emergency Health Hazard and Disease Control Division, predicted that COVID-19 cases would appear in the first quarter of next year. According to him, if people do not take precautions, the number of new cases could rise to 30,000 per day. The public has been urged to follow COVID-19 containment measures to avoid potential risk. According to Dr. Chawetsan, this should bring the situation under control and flatten any rising infection curve. Thailand received 270,851 international visitors between December 1 and December 29. 227,604 of them entered the country through the Test and Go scheme, and 730 were infected with COVID-19. The Sunbox scheme attracted 37,340 visitors with 121 infections detected. He said that 5,907 arrivals were quarantined with 205 infections discovered. Thailand recorded 3,037 new coronavirus cases and 25 more COVID-related deaths in the previous 24 hours, according to the Public Health Ministry on Thursday. This update is from Bangkok Post. Back to you, Cristo.
Thank you so much for that update, Veronica. Continue to stay safe and Happy New Year.
Thank you. And likewise, reporting live from Bangkok, Thailand, I am Veronica Carino, and we live in interesting times.
And we now go to and we are staying in Thailand. We now go to Pattaya, where Esther Odanga joins us live to tell us more about the preparations the island is doing. Esther.
Hi there, Alma. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And another New Year's update here in Thailand. Now, the Pattaya Countdown 2022 began last December 29, and unfortunately, less than 200 people experienced concerts at the event zone at the Bali High Pier. This is according to Pattaya law enforcement. The low attendance was primarily because of the strict requirements. Event goers have to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and must provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test within the past 72 hours with a doctor's note or signature. These procedures were ordered by the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, or CCSA, earlier this month. Prior events in Pattaya since November have only required one or the other, but not both, and this caused the decline in attendance. Now, the Pattaya City Mayor, Santayak Konglum, officially opened the event, and in an interview, he told the TPN media that Pattaya Countdown 2022 is the 12th event that they had after the country had reopened for international tourists since November 1. And they have run many successful events, and this will be successful as well, despite of tougher measure entries they face of the Omicron variant. And Alma, in other news, the Chonburi Public Health Office on December 30 has announced in total 8 locally cases of COVID-19 Omicron variant infection with 20 imported cases. All of the 20 imported cases of COVID-19 Omicron variant infection were found from the Test and Go Sandbox project, while 8 local cases of COVID-19 Omicron variant infection were found from random tests on confirmed COVID-19 cases in Banglamung area here in Chonburi. However, New Year's events will be allowed and still continue as of the press time, and no restrictions or further mitigations measures have been announced in Chonburi. And all this information is according to Pattaya News. Back to you, Alma.
All right, thank you very much, Esther. You stay safe. How are you going to celebrate your birthday and New Year?
Well, I am a stay-at-home person, so I will stay at home, definitely, Alma.
Good for you.
And celebrate it with my brother and have video call with my family back home here in the Philippines.
That's good. Thank you for your report, Esther. Take care. Thank you.
Alma. Again, Happy New Year.
Have
a prosperous New Year and stay safe and stay healthy. I'm Esther Odanga from Thailand Bureau, and we live in interesting times.
We now go to Malaysia. And may I ask our EBC correspondent there, Alfred Balmes, is it true that there will be New Year celebrations?
Yes, Crystal, it's true. Because according to Bukit Aman Department of Internal Security and Public Order Director Datuk Hassani Ghazali, Malaysia has no New Year Eve celebration. Permits had been approved by the police nationwide to avoid the risk of COVID-19 outbreaks. He started operating procedure monitoring teams throughout the country to conduct patrols and monitoring in popular spots to ensure that no people gathered and carry out activities that violate the SOPs of the National Recovery Plan. During the interview of the local newspaper here, he reminded the public not to get involved in any New Year celebration activities or gather in large number of the New Year Eve at any popular spots. In Selangor, State Police Chief Commander Datuk Arjunaidi Muhammad urged people not to have a big celebrations. Many people are still in misery given the recent flood. Thus, it is unwise to even have celebration. The state government has also canceled its New Year Eve celebration. Meanwhile, in Kuala Lumpur, Dangwagi District Police Chief ACP Nordelham Yahaya said no firework displays would be held at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center and Pavilion Kuala Lumpur Shopping Mall in the capital. In Georgetown, the police will conduct the omnipresence method of monitoring popular spots as well as the road across the streets ahead of the New Year. Northeast District Police Chief ACP Sopian Santong said 146 officers and 821 policemen will carry out the operation throughout the state. According to him, beginning tomorrow, Penang is likely to have up to 40% increase in traffic flow due to school and year-end holidays. Back to you, Cristo.
Thank you for that update, Alfred. May you have a healthy and safe New Year.
Happy New Year too, Cristo. Live reporting from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This is Alfred Balmes. We live in interesting times.
And amid a surge in coronavirus cases in Vietnam, some students in Da Nang have returned to online learning. Eliana Faith Sebastian will tell us more. Eliana.
Hello, Alma. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The first semester for school year 2021 to 2022 in universities and junior colleges in Da Nang are about to finish. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, some schools have successfully welcomed their students back to campus. Freshmen from the University of Economics have used online platforms for studying for over half a year due to COVID-19, and such students who are currently residing in Da Nang are now attending face-to-face classes to regain enthusiasm in school. They are following health and safety policies such as being fully vaccinated and or providing certificate of recovery from COVID-19 within the previous 6 months. This is in order to keep the school safe for the students and staff. In addition to this, the school will continue to work with the agency for the second vaccine dose for those students who got only the first dose so far, so that they can join the in-person classes soon. As for the University of Science and Technology, according to their Vice Rector, Associate Professor Dr. Nguyen Hong Hai, the school will facilitate final year students to take experimental modules that allow for progress toward their timely graduation since the COVID situation in the Lianshu district had improved. So far, only the previously mentioned schools in Da Nang have begun the offline or in-person classes. Most junior colleges and universities plan the resumption of face-to-face classes after the Tet holiday with proper health and safety precautions. Regarding the current pandemic situation here in Da Nang, an additional of 185 cases of COVID-19 had been recorded Thursday, December 30, of which 84 were community cases, while the rest were logged under managed isolation. A total of 393 residential areas are currently completely blockaded, putting 922 households under lockdown. Da Nang's total tally reached 6,102 since October 16, when the resurgence of COVID-19 community transmission occurred, and 202 of which being returnees from other cities and provinces nationwide. This update was from Da Nang Today, an online newspaper in Vietnam. Back to you, Alma.
Thank you very much for that update. You stay safe. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Alma. You stay safe too, and have a happy new year, everyone. This is Saliana Faith Sebastian from Da Nang, Vietnam, and we live in interesting times.
Maldives police begin special operation at sea and land in conjunction with New Year celebrations. Let's find out what this means for the island nation of Maldives. Stephanie Wan joins us live. Hi, Steph.
Hello, Crystal. Yes, Maldives police have commenced a special operation at sea and land in conjunction with the New Year. Titles, Reveille 2021. The operation commenced on December 24th. Mali area is being patrolled under this operation, as part of which police will questioning persons on the roads in the wee hours of the night without purpose. In a press conference held yesterday to brief the media regarding this operation, Head of Galulu Police Chief Inspector Sultan Ahumad Bishar said that measures to ensure the safety of people have been strengthened in this operation. Chief Inspector Sultan also said that hotspot taken note by the police in Mali area will be searched. He detailed that a total of 2,260 people have been stopped and searched during this operation. Meanwhile, 88 arrests have been made. In addition to this, he said that checkpoints have been established in Mali area as part of the operation where vehicles are being checked. We are also taking action in this addition to checking the vehicles, he added. A total of 3,516 vehicles have been checked in the operation, where the police identified 62 individuals driving without license and 7 individuals driving recklessly. Furthermore, 84 vehicles have also been towed in the operation. During this operation, police will also be checking for adherence to COVID-19 measures in place. So far, 165 individuals have been stopped for not wearing masks. Meanwhile, 119 individuals have been fined for failure to adhere to the measures. Police said that they will also be paying special attention to habitual offenders during this operation. Whilst the operation is mainly being carried out in conjunction with the New Year, it will continue until the next year as well. For further information with regard to New Year celebration, Maldives National Defense Force or MNDF announced a fireworks show on New Year's Eve to mark the beginning of 2022. According to MNDF, the show will take place at Central Park in Hulhumale at 11:59 p.m. on December 31, 2021. Meanwhile, Minister of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment Ahumad Malouf had previously announced that the New Year show will be returning this year with a renewed Bollywood singer Ankit Tiwari, titled Maruha Babes. The show will also be in Hulhumale at the Hulhumale running track. And that's my quick update from Maldives. Back to you, Cristel.
Thank you for that update, Steph, and may you have a happy new year.
Thank you so much, Cristel. Happy New Year also to you, and please be safe. Reporting live from Maldives, this is Stephanie Juan. We live in interesting times.
And now we go back to Vietnam, where Hanoi has scrapped centralized quarantine for visitors from Omicron-hit countries. And Vietnam is to trial the Israeli oral COVID vaccine. To tell us more, here's Ralph Wandolf, Empire, joining us live. Hello, Ralph.
Hi there, Alma. You're correct. Hanoi has changed a previous decision to put visitors from Omicron-hit countries into centralized quarantine. A representative of the Ministry of Transport said Nguyen Man Quyen, Deputy Chairman of the Hanoi's People Committee, announced at the Thursday meeting that the city has scrapped the requirement. Previously, on December 27, Hanoi requested that all visitors coming from Omicron-hit countries must be put into centralized quarantine, regardless of their vaccination status or COVID-19 recovery. In a document sent to the government on December 29, the Transport Ministry said eliminating centralized quarantine for entrance is necessary for the resumption of international flights. Hanoi's decision, therefore, would be a roadblock block to the plan, making the resumption improbable. The Transport Ministry requested that localities follow guidelines issued by the Ministry of Health, which stated that people who are either fully vaccinated or recovered from COVID-19 would only need a 3-day home quarantine period from January 1. Those who don't would get a 7-day home quarantine period. Vietnam is expected to resume international flights to 9 markets starting on January 1, including Japan, Singapore, and the US. All 9 markets have reported COVID-19 infections with the Omicron variant. Vietnam confirmed its first Omicron case on December 28, a person arriving in Hanoi from the UK on December 19. But this person has been quarantined upon arrival and is receiving treatment at the 108 Military Hospital. Now, in other news, Alma, an oral COVID-19 vaccine developed by Israel will be trialed in Vietnam and is expected to be approved for emergency use in 2023. The Oravax vaccine produced by Oramed Pharmaceuticals is already undergoing first phase clinical trials in South Africa. Its commercial partner in Southeast Asia, which aims to transfer the vaccine production technology to Vietnam, is Tan Thine Holdings. Tan Thine has won approval by the Ministry of Health to perform clinical trials for the vaccine in Vietnam, and the ministry would provide budgetary support, which has not been specified yet. An online signing ceremony to bring the vaccine to Southeast Asia was held on Wednesday in the presence of Vietnamese and Israeli authorities. Its manufacturer claims that Oravax provides protection even against new variants. And by the way, Alma, just this morning, 14 people arriving in Vietnam from South Korea and the US have been confirmed to be infected with the Omicron coronavirus strain. The health department of the central Quang Nam province announced today that the infected passengers landed in the Da Nang International Airport on 4 different flights. Back to you, Alma.
All right. This fast-spreading Omicron variant is really getting into us. You stay safe and have a safe and happy New Year, Ralph.
You too, Alma. But before I go, I want to greet my family, friends, and our televiewers all over the world a happy New Year. And to you, Alma, as well. This is Ralph Mando, Empire, reporting live from Da Nang, Vietnam. We live in interesting times.
And nothing can be more special than celebrating New Year 2022 with fireworks. Let's hear some good news from Jomel Baldo of EBC Thailand Bureau. Hi, Jom.
Yes, hello, Cristel. The Central Patana, the operator of 36 central shopping centers in Thailand and overseas, is joining hands with business partners, including the Tourism Authority of Thailand, for the Central World Bangkok Countdown 2022. It was announced that this year's countdown at Central World, also known as the Times Square of Asia, will be live broadcast only to make sure that event is not going to be a super spreader of any COVID-19 variant threat. Nonetheless, this virtual social gathering will keep the phenomenon alive with a large-scale extravagant fireworks show. Dr. Natakit Tongpusintana, the Executive Vice President of Marketing of Central Patana, estimated that Central World invests 100 million baht in preparation of the world-class celebration. It definitely will create such memorable moments of the year, similar to other famous countdowns landmarks around the world. Viewers can watch from 10:15 p.m. to 12:15 in the morning on TV 131 and Facebook pages of each branch of Central Shopping Centers nationwide. Central World has been #1 holiday celebration landmark in Thailand for more than 20 years. Moving forward to 2022, the Global Shopping Center features the most stunning highlight of its spectacular fireworks under the theme Message for Better Futures, which also are synchronized to combine the firework, the live performance from Thailand's Philharmonic Orchestra, and the virtual 3D graphic art showing on the Panoramics, the world's largest interactive digital screen. These sensational fireworks, inspired by 2021's most talked about global movements, leave the profound, meaningful, and symbols which can be interpreted into an unforgettable story to drive. The Central World will be sending 4 inspirational messages to the world, including protection of the earth, respect for equality, staying resilient, and imagining better futures for all. These are an emblem from Thailand to reflect positive energy towards the world stage to get through the pandemic together. Back to you, Christelle.
Will you be going there, John, to witness it by yourself?
I wish I could go, but I would be staying home. Yeah. Have a prosperous new year to everyone and all.
Thank you so much, John, for your update, and have a safe and happy new year.
You too, and to all of the correspondents reporting live from EBC Thailand Bureau. I am Jomerl Bondadbaldo. Happy New Year, and we live in interesting times.
Back to pandemic news, Vietnam's COVID vaccine Nanovax has met the World Health Organization standards in terms of efficacy. It is said to be more than 50% effective against symptomatic conditions of the coronavirus. Here's live with us, Ace Villa Esther. Hello, Ace.
Hello, Alma. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Okay, so I think we're going to have good news here in Vietnam because Vietnam's homegrown COVID-19 vaccine candidate, 52% effective against symptomatic conditions. All right, and vaccine candidate Nanocovax has met World Organization guidelines in condition of effectiveness. Vietnam's National Ethics Committee in Biomedical Research under Ministry of Health has determined about the country's homegrown COVID-19 vaccine that offers 92% protection against severe condition and 100% protection against death. World Health Organization and U.S. Food and Drug Administration meet the standard efficacy of Nanocovid, averaging 52.1% effective. Vietnam Committee's research team confirmed Nanocovax was first made in early 2020 and entered human trials on December 17 the same year. In addition, more than 14,000 volunteers have participated in the 3 phases of the clinical tests. That's the latest news here in Vietnam. Back to you, Alma.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you very much, Ace, for your time, and you have a safe and happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Alma, and Happy New Year. Okay, so this is William Villastro reporting live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. We live in interesting times.
And there will be no lockdown imposed in Cambodia, even with 50 cases of Omicron variant reported in the country. Here's Crystal Ann Ballesteros to give us more. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. That is correct. Despite detecting almost 50 cases of the Omicron variant so far, the government will not impose a lockdown or work from home precaution like in neighboring Thailand. This is because of the high vaccination rate achieved since the fight against COVID-19 began. Ministry of Health spokesman Ho Kim Cheng told Kamai Times yesterday that the kingdom has nearly reached the herd immunity goal as almost 15 million people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 and its variants. Hence, the government won't impose a lockdown or other measures besides following and practicing existing preventive measures more cautiously. And I quote, of the 47 Omicron cases confirmed in the kingdom, 2 have recovered. The cases were identified through air passengers and no cases of this variant were found in the local population. COVID-19 virus has mutated into many forms. Omicron is not the first variant that transformed from the COVID-19 virus. We have dealt with many of those, and patients with Omicron are displaying milder symptoms compared with the Delta variant, which caused hundreds of fatalities. Kim Cheng also added that the high vaccination coverage, practicing the do's and don'ts following government preventive guidelines, getting fully vaccinated and taking booster shots once they are available for your group ages will shield our country from Omicron transmission in local population. Kim Cheng said that being fully vaccinated or having taken a booster alone won't prevent any infection from COVID-19 and its variants. He added that for full protection, people should also continue to practice the preventive measures. Kim Cheng pointed out that the Prime Minister Hun Sen and officials have urged the people to live with the virus in a new normal. And whether there will be a lockdown or not depends on each person following their duty to prevent an outbreak in the community. Government officials are working to keep international border virus transmissions under control, and people must strictly follow the preventive measure to avoid having lockdowns, zoning, studying online, and losing their jobs. He also added that the lesson from the past should be learned. Back to you, Crystal.
That's right. Thank you for your update, Crystal, and have a safe and happy New Year.
Thank you as well, Crystal, and Happy New Year to everyone. Reporting live here in Cambodia, I am Crystal Ann Ballesteros, and we live in interesting times.
And the news continues here on Eagle News or ASEAN in Focus. Crystal and I will be back right after this.
Alam namin ang iyong pagsisikap. Dama namin ang iyong mga sakripisyo. Kita namin ang pagharap mo sa bawat pagsubok. Kaya sa kabila ng mga hamon ng buhay, nandito kami para umalalay. Kasi katulad mo, gusto rin namin ang magandang bukas para sa kanya. Hatid namin ang dekalidad na edukasyon at makabagong pasilidad sa abot kayang halaga. Kaya huwag ka na mangamba. Sasamahan ka naming tuparin ang mga pangarap niya. Maaasahan mong sulit dito ang mga pinagsikapan mo. Sa aming mga makabagong pasilidad at sistema ng edukasyon. May lalabas natin ang aking talino at mga kakayahan niya. Kahit sa munting halaga, makakasiguro ka na makakasabay siya sa mabilis na pag-ikot ng mundo. Sa New Era, karamay mo kami sa bawat hamon. Kaagapay mo kami sa bawat hakbang. Kasama mo kami sa bawat ngiti at tagumpay.
And back to Vietnam, where the country recorded nearly 20,000 cases. Ralph Clarence Kai Lau joins us live. Hello, Ralph.
Hello, Alma. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
On Thursday, Vietnam recorded 19,848 local COVID-19 cases, including 2,860 cases discovered the day before in the southern province of Cà Mau. The total number of coronavirus cases in the fourth wave since late April is 1,708,129. Kamau with 3,876 cases, Hanoi with 1,866 cases, and Tainan with 935 cases have the highest number of cases. A total of 291 deaths were recorded in the national database on Thursday, with 53 in Pattaya New Year, 37 in Ho Chi Minh City, 20 in Bien Dong, 16 in An Giang and Canto, 15 in Dong Thap and Vinh Long, 14 in Thiên Giang and 13 in Kiên Giang and Hanoi, 12 in Soc Trang, 11 in Ban Ria to Vung Tau, 10 in Long An, 9 in Tainan, 8 in Bến Tre, 6 in Bien Tuan and Camau, 5 in Travin and Phu Yen, 2 in Hoa Giang, and 1 in Lang Son, Long Dong, Dak Lak, Bac Le, and Hai Phong. So far, 32,168 deaths were reported from coronavirus infections, accounting for around 1.9% of all illnesses, while 34,102 COVID-19 patients were declared recovered, increasing the total number of recorded cases to 1,336,644. Approximately 77.5 million individuals received their first COVID-19 vaccination injections, 67.7 million received their second doses, and 4 million received their third shots, including those who received the third shot of Cuba's Abdala vaccine 3-shot combination. And that's the latest news here in Vietnam. Back to you, Alma.
Thank you very much, Ralph, for that update. Stay safe. Happy New Year.
Likewise, I am Ralph Clarence Pelo, reporting live from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. We live in interesting times.
Going back here in Thailand, where Thai farmers fear loss of land due to mega industrial zone. Faye Barte reports.
Good afternoon to you, Crystal, and to all our viewers. More of the agricultural news in Cha Chong Sao, Rayong, and Chonburi, which are at least 2 hours away from Bangkok. There are farmers who are raising their complaints against the EEC, or the Eastern Economic Corridor project. Let's just have a simple background about this. The EEC was already passed in 2018 and composed of constructing a high-speed railway line, an airport, and upgrades to 2 deep-sea ports in an area of about 1.3 million hectares. Now, Crystal, the implementation of this project is from 2022 up to 2026. Now, there are some highlights of their complaints, which I noted from the Channel News Asia. The first one here, according to one of the complainers or one of the protesters, they said that for us, this is our life and our livelihood, and it will be very difficult to adjust to a new place and a new life if we have to leave. Another one, EEC projects are being developed without respect for community rights and are living local communities, especially poor people. And he also added, one of the complainants, that the people who live in the EEZ zone, which are Cha Chong Sao, Rayong, and even Chonburi, are being downgraded and treated unfairly or second-class citizens. And they are being alienated in their own homeland. That is a quick update about the agricultural news, Crystal, and that is from Channel News Asia. Back to you.
Thank you for that update, Faye, and may you have a happy new year.
You too, Crystal. This is Faye Barte reporting live from Bangkok Talent Bureau, and we live in interesting times.
Thank you very much, Faye Barte there, reporting from Thailand. Meanwhile, the outreach missions of the Iglesia ni Cristo in the Americas flourished this year despite the pandemic. Here's Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmot to tell us more.
Thank you, Alma. It's been a tough year here in Washington. The optimism that many Americans welcomed 2021 with was crushed just 6 days into the year. Images of protesters breaking windows, assaulting police, and vandalizing the Capitol building shocked the world over. The pandemic still had a very strong grip on the nation. People were still working from home, students logging onto virtual classrooms, and millions still sick with the virus. Eventually, things got a little better. The restrictions were easing and life in this part of the world started to take baby steps toward normalcy. The Iglesia ni Cristo, or the Church of Christ, did not waste time in getting physically back into the community and helping in whatever way it could. Even during the lockdown, congregations of the church held drive-through community outreach events by distributing free hand sanitizers, face masks, face shields, and other primary necessities. When more gatherings were permitted, the church held Aid to Humanity events, an outreach project that the church is known for worldwide. These events were held throughout the year in various parts of the nation with a variety of goods and services being offered, from free school supplies, clothes, canned goods, and toiletries. And when COVID vaccines and boosters were approved, the church hosted pop-up vaccination clinics in cooperation with local governments and agencies. COVID, though, wasn't the only thing that people went through. When natural disasters and unexpected tragedies happened, the church was there to help. And as we say goodbye to this year, it is hard for many to remain positive, especially when the Omicron variant is causing such havoc. But it is reassuring, however, that an organization like the Iglesia ni Cristo, or Church of Christ, has committed to always do good in times of adversities. A happy and positive new year to all of us. Eliza Gonzalez, Manglik Mott, Eagle News International, Washington.
At the end of the year, there is always something to look forward to 2022. Here are the different bureaus of ABC and Net25. Let's take a look.
New Year is one of the most awaited times in our lives, wherein people started to build new dreams, plans, and hopes. For us, members of the Church of Christ, we prepare for the year ahead in fulfilling much on our promise to our Lord God to always serve and be faithful to Him. Though we are still struggling and battling on this pandemic, we continue and all the more being active in all the church endeavors. No pandemic and hardships could never hinder the God's chosen ones. As we welcome the coming year, the brethren here in Hong Kong will joyfully join the year-end get-together to spend some time together in bonding and to relieve homesickness. We will also entrust again our lives and our faith to God through the year-end devotional prayer. We promised to remain active and steadfast in fulfilling our duties to our Lord God and always be united to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manano. From all of us here in the Ecclesiastical District of Hong Kong, Happy New Year to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manano, and his whole family. Also to all the brethren around the world. 新年快樂，新年快樂 Happy New Year!
Hi, I'm Eliana Sebastian from Da Nang, Vietnam. I plan to welcome this coming 2022 with the people I love and to continuously ask for God's guidance in this coming year. Stay safe and Happy New Year to everyone!
Mabuhay! I am Stephanie Juan, your EBC correspondent here in Maldives. And this year, I am planning to celebrate my new year together with my family and colleagues. I am working here in a construction firm as accounts assistant, and this time our company decided to arrange a barbecue party to one of the islands that our company is currently developing. A simple celebration that will make everyone closer, especially during this holiday season. So from my family to yours, we would like to wish you all a happy new year, and I hope that everyone will have a great year ahead. Thank you.
We have experienced so many trials and challenges in the year 2021, and we know that life is getting harder maybe in the years to come. We just hope that we will also be tougher, stronger, and more faithful, a better version of me and you in the year 2022.
Hi, I'm Rafael Agatic. I'm a graphic designer and I live here in Calgary, Canada. I did receive a lot of opportunities last year, 2021, and I did plan a lot of goals and things way back 2021. But I was not able to meet all of them. So for this coming year, 2022, I plan to be more focused, and I'll have more specific goals or specific ways on achieving all of these plans for this year.
As we approach year 2022, for us to make it better, of course, we would never forget to pray to our Almighty God and always put the trust to Him. Next, we need to learn how to adapt to changes. There are so many things that are happening, and for us, family, we will going to adapt to the changes, and we're going to adjust, and we're going to work towards our goals. This is JC Yumul, and this is my son Angelo Yumul from Calgary, Canada. Happy New Year.
Through 2021, we've all experienced different challenges and opportunities. While we reflect on these things and think about what we can do to make 2022 even better, always remember to have a grateful heart and to find joy in every situation. Melissa Potas, Eagle News, Orlando, Florida.
2021 can be best described as unpredictable, uncertain, and chaotic. A lot of things happened in 2021 that we would never expect, and things that were well out of our control. But moving forward in 2022, let's not worry so much about things that are out of our control, but more focus on the things and work on the things that are within our control. We need to take on the responsibility that's been given to us to make a world a better place. So moving forward in 2022, let's seize every opportunity that we have to improve our station in life and to improve the community and to improve the world that we are living in. We need to take every opportunity to make the lives of our loved ones, the lives of our community better, and to make our own lives better. We need to always strive to become better versions of ourselves, day in and day out, year in and year out. So that should be our goal moving into 2022.
2021 was a year of what a lot would consider the most stubborn roadblocks many had to face in our lifetime. With the pandemic still hovering over us and other dilemmas clouding our communities, it was a tough year to go through. But we are still here, standing strong and able to seize opportunities, both sought after and those that present themselves to us. So let 2022 be a year of accomplishments and victories, bravery and resilience, of self-care and looking after each other. In Washington, D.C., Eliza Gonzalez, Manglikmot. Happy New Year, everyone.
From the EBC Germany Bureau, we would like to greet the members of the Church of Christ around the globe a Happy New Year!
Hello everyone, and hello to 2022. Of course, we know we're going to be saying goodbye to 2021 very, very soon. But before the year ends, I'd like to share with you some of my New Year's resolutions. First of which being to get away from this screen and some screen time as well. As we know, working from home and trying to connect with everyone else does require a screen, but I'm trying to cut down on that in the coming year. As we know, long sustained periods of time on your screen is quite unhealthy for you. So that's one of the things I'm going to try to stay away from this coming year. For my next resolution, I'm going to try and stop playing me some video games. Of course, I'm not going to entirely stop playing video games because that's just what I enjoy. But obviously, I'm going to try and cut down and put my time into somewhere productive. So let's put some over here, shall we? And of course, I'm going to try and read me some more books and hopefully finish some more books in this coming year, because who doesn't like and enjoy a good book? And there we have it, folks. Just some of my New Year's resolutions for you. Of course, let's try and stick with our New Year's resolutions this year. I know. And of course, for the last time this year, from the United Kingdom, once again, I am Ryan Florentino, and a Happy New Year to everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm Patricia from the EBC Bureau of UK. Just want to say that 2021 has been incredibly challenging, I'm sure, for a lot of us. And of course, the new year has a lot of its own new challenges ahead. But despite that, there's always so many things to be thankful for. And for the new year, one of the things I'm really thankful for is that God has blessed me with a new exciting job role that is also going to be much more challenging. And so for me, to prepare for that, my goal next year is to become more organized, productive. And for me to do that, I will need to enlist the help, of course, of a planner, with also some good journals such as these ones to help me stay on top of my notes, and of course all the tasks and activities I need to do so that I can be more productive, efficient, organized, and most of all, fruitful. So again, here at the EBC Bureau of UK, I just want to wish everyone here and around the world Happy New Year. See you in 2022.
From the EBC Bureau here in the United Kingdom, we would like to greet the Iglesia ni Cristo Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and all the members around the world. A very Happy New Year! Welcome 2022!
Finally, we are close to saying goodbye to the year that was. 2021 has presented itself so many challenges, yet so many blessings have been poured and a great number of milestones were achieved. We all did our very best every step of the way. And so in 2022, here are some of our aspirations in welcoming the new year.
To savor and travel.
Family get-togethers.
Exciting experiences.
Growth.
Travel Korea.
My graduation. Good health and long life. More travel.
Hope.
Health.
Prosperity and family time.
On behalf of all the correspondents of EBC here in the region of Australia, Oceania, we bid goodbye to 2021, keeping all the great lessons and cherishing all the memories. And we say hello 2022, holding on to all the desires and aspirations in our hearts.
Happy New Year to all!
"2021 has showed us that circumstances are subject to change in the most unlikeliest ways, and that in the year to come, we should be all the more prepared for the unexpected. COVID-19 continues to challenge our every effort to overcome its persistence. Yet in doing so, we have gained and continue to gain a vast wealth of experience and knowledge in aspects of our lives that we would never have thought of before if it weren't for this pandemic."
Aloha! I'm Alfred Asenas coming to you from Honolulu, Hawaii. You know, just like in years past, 2021 has had its share of ups and downs. Events large and small that will be etched in our memory for years to come. But more importantly, as we witness these happenings, we get to learn from them to help us to become better individually and collectively. So my wish for my own family and to everyone out there as we enter 2022 is to never stop learning, never stop being informed, and to always help and believe in each other, especially in these interesting times. So from all of us here in Hawaii Pacific and to our EBC Ohana and audiences worldwide, hau'oli makahiki ho! Happy New Year!
And before 2021 departs, let me just say that it has been a perfect partner to the year before it. It's like having a new member to the family who has to relearn everything we as older people already know. Did we come out stronger, wiser, more prepared? Do we know more of our priorities? Do we spend our time more conscientiously? Do we seek to understand the closest people in our community even more? Or do we care less? Have we become more callous, hearing the same news every day? These are the questions we oftentimes pass on because we consider ourselves already mature to be present in the little things. So in 2022, I wish for everyone to be more present in what is happening around them, to have compassion more than just understanding. For 2022 will be a continuation of our shared journeys through trials that will make us more mature and more prepared to turn over better lives for generation ahead of us. As I always sign off at night and today on ASEAN in Focus, let me end 2021 with, at the end of the year, there is always something to look forward to, 2022. A happy and blessed new year to you who keep in touch with the news. Thank you very much, Cristel, for keeping me company as always here in ASEAN in Focus. Looking forward to 2022 with you and ASEAN Bureaus.
Thank you so much, Alma. We are more than grateful for this opportunity. For almost 2 years that we are with you, we couldn't help but be more grateful to EBC, of course, and to you, Alma, and to all our viewers and to all the people behind our back, our family. And to all, happy New Year. And that's the latest news in the ASEAN region. Thank you for watching. See you all next year. Again, I am Cristel Mapa of EBC Thailand Bureau. We live in interesting times.
I'm Alma Angeles. We live in interesting times.